Good morning, students. So today we are going to see the poem 2, that is Indian Weavers. Okay, so the poem over here is written by Sarojini Naidu, who was also a political activist. She was also known as the Nightingale of India. Also, she was the first lady to become a governor in the independent India. Sorry. So here when you see that in Indian Weavers, okay, she is talking about 3 times or 3 phases in a human's life. Okay, first is birth, when a human is born. Second is adulthood, and the third one is death. So it is something that is a process of life, something that is going to happen to everyone who is born. At least both the phases, that is birth and death, it is going to happen. Maybe the middle stage can be skipped, or someone who doesn't want to marry can remain a bachelor, but both the stages, that is birth, because you're born, and once you're born, it is known to everyone that one day or the another you're going to die, and death is invincible. Okay, so over here when you see in the first stanza, there is something else that is also she is discussing. Okay, in the first stanza if you see, she's talking about birth. In the second stanza she's talking about adulthood, and in the third stanza she's talking about death. But apart from this, there is something else which is hidden behind these 3 stanzas. What is it? Okay, it is something that is related very much to the Indian mythology, to the Hindu religion. Okay, that is the 3 gods. Which are those? Okay, the first one over here is Brahma, who is also known as the creator. The second one over here is Vishnu, the one who is also known as the protector, or you can also say that someone who brings prosperity, someone who is linked with marriage. Okay, and in the third stanza she speaks about the god Mahesh, who is linked with, so there is a lot of significance which is related to these 3 gods, to the human life. So now we are going to see the stanzas of the poem. So when you see, there is a peculiar thing about these stanzas. There are questions and answers asked in this, questions asked and answers given to those questions in this stanzas. So there are 3 stanzas, is each comprising of 4 lines. So let's have a look at the first stanza. Okay, in the first stanza, weavers weaving at break of day. Why do you weave a garment so gay? So what is the question asked? That the ones who are weaving at the break of the day, okay, why do you weave a garment so gay? Now over here when you see the word gay, it means bright. So what is asked? That why are you making something, creating something, a garment which is so bright? So to which the weavers over here give a reply. What is the reply? Blue as the wing of a halcyon wild, we weave the ropes of a newborn child. So what is happening over here? Here the word halcyon means kingfisher. Okay, it is a type of a kingfisher who lays his eggs on a beach or on a beach side. Okay, so the color of the feather of this particular kingfisher is blue in color, and henceforth the garment that is being created is compared with the wing of this particular bird. Okay, now because the child is a newborn, so therefore a fresh color is taken, a bright color is taken. As you know that bright colors in our life represent something that is happy, something merry, okay, something that is going to give you a lot of happiness. Okay, and as you know, the birth of a child is something that gives a lot of happiness. Okay, when you see that a child is born, everyone surrounding and in relation with the child becomes happy. Okay, so here the blue color signifies joy, it signifies happiness, and here even the break of day, that is morning time, you know, normally in morning you feel very good, you are are like, you have rested for the night and you are fresh in the morning, so you have a very good, a very merry tone. So that is the reason over here it is said at the break of the day. That means in the morning. And what is happening? There is a robe which is made for a newborn child. Now we come to the second stanza. Now in the second stanza, again there is a question asked. So now what is the question asked over here? The question asked over here is, weavers weaving at fall of night, why do you weave a garment so bright? So now when are the weavers weaving something? They are doing it at the fall of night. That means in the evening, okay, around you can say 7:30, during that time when it is little dark, okay. So that time what are they doing? They are again creating something. They are creating a new garment at this time. So what is the answer given by these weavers? What are they saying? Like the plumes of a peacock, purple and green. So again here one more comparison is given. What is the comparison? Here the color of the garment is compared to the feathers of a peacock. Okay, if you see there is a circle. Okay, when you see the peacock, the feather of a peacock, okay, there is a sort of a circle or a eye. In the layman terms we call it the eye. Okay, in the peacock's feather, which you can see there are different colors in it. So prominently purple and green color is there, and therefore the garment which is created is compared to the peacock's feather. Okay, what is said? We weave the marriage veils of a queen. Okay, now what is a marriage veil? A marriage veil is nothing but in Indian society we call it घूंघट और चुनरी, जो नॉर्मली शादी के टाइम पे जो दुल्हन होती है उसको ओढ़ाते हैं. Okay, so here again they are talking about adulthood. Now why am I saying adulthood? What is the reason? Because normally we get married when we become adult. Okay, and therefore it signifies the what you can say, adulthood or something, the middle phase of your life. Okay, now we come to the final and the last stanza. Okay, again there is a question asked over here. Weavers weaving solemn and still. Okay, now here what is said? Solemn and still. There are two words used. That means seriously and still. What do you weave? In the moonlight chill. So what are you weaving? Something, in the moonlight, so late. Okay, now here moonlight is given. Remember, moonlight over here is said to be chill. That means something that is cold. Now you know that in late night it is normally cold. Now not chilling cold, but yes, it is a bit fall in the temperature compared to the daytime. Okay, in winters it is chilling, but in summer if you see, compared to the daytime temperature, the temperature at night is little less, and therefore it is a bit chilly in the night. So what is said? What is the reply given here? The reply over here is white as a feather and white as a cloud. How it is? It is compared. There are two comparisons given here. The color white, okay, with a feather, and also with a cloud. Okay, two comparisons. We weave a dead man's funeral shroud. Okay, the word shroud over here, okay, means coffin. Okay, the cloth which is used to cover the dead body of a person. Okay, आपने देखा होगा movies में भी दिखाते हैं, अपने real life में भी देखा होगा कि when a person's death occurs, okay, we cover him with a white color cloth. This is nothing but it is known as a shroud. So what are they making? They are making a white color shroud. So if you see here in the first stanza she is speaking about birth, in the second stanza she is speaking about adulthood, that is marriage, and in the third stanza she is speaking about the death of So that's it for today. If you guys face any difficulties in comprehending today's lecture, please get back to me on Google Classroom. Thank you.